Hi, I'm Landon, and I'm sitting here with Cam, our operations manager here at Solzorro. And today he's going to go over a recent attack that we saw here locally in Utah with Canvas and what we can learn from it.
So this attack that happened to Canvas Instructure is a classic example of something called a ransomware attack. So a ransomware attack is where some threat actor gets unauthorized access to a system. They go through, encrypt a bunch of data, make it useless. Before they do that, they steal it, then they encrypt it, and then they give you a ransom note saying, hey, we stole a bunch of your stuff, pay us to get it back. This was a pretty big one because from what I researched about it, it was almost 9,000 schools affected. And they posted the ransom note publicly for everybody to see. And so everybody found out that Canvas had been hit by this ransomware. I don't know all of the steps that they took to remediate this, but there's a couple things that business owners can take away from this. One of the biggest things is to have good backups. If you have good backups, regardless of what sort of unauthorized access that people have gotten, if they encrypt your stuff, you can always recover it. It's important to note that sometimes ransomware like this could be in your backup, so you need to be really careful about like what restore points you choose, what data set that you're restoring from. It's also really important to have good cybersecurity insurance. In this case, Canvas did pay out to the ransomware group to get that data back. That might be in part because they were worried about that data getting posted on the dark web and then a bunch of their clients' information being everywhere. And so in cases like that, it's important to have good cybersecurity insurance because not every business is prepared to pay out whatever crazy ransom they're asking for. And so as long as you have good cybersecurity insurance, they can take care of that for you. And frequently they'll have a security team that will do the hands-on work. There's a lot of preventative things you can do. Have MFA on your systems, be doing regular pen testing to see if anybody can get into your systems, and just following good security practices.
Gotcha. And what are some common ways that these type of attackers will kind of get your attention or reach out that people should be looking out for?
Ooh, great question. They will frequently leave a ransom note somewhere on your systems. It's just a little text file. And they'll put it like in every folder on your computer so you don't miss it. That'll say something to the effect of, hey, you've been hacked. And that's how you know something like this has happened. And that's when you really, first instinct, if you don't already have a cybersecurity team or insurance, is to just shut everything down. Containment is like number one step to make sure that it can't spread. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Cam. And we're very grateful that we have a great team to help back us up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help.